Elsie. And I'm Debbie. And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking.
Oh, it's Debbie. So I am in my kitchen today in Warner Robins, and I am making a juniors inspired cheesecake that we have adopted as our own because we kind of modified it the way we like it. But this is a delicious cheesecake. I make a lot of these cheesecakes, and I'm going to tell you how I make it a success. There's a couple things that you need. I ended up buying a Easy Bake cheesecake wrap, which is a silicone. It's kind of like a little cozy that goes where your cheesecake goes inside of it in the springform pan. And it keeps your cheesecake from burning and also keeps it from getting wet from the water. I do a water bath every time. It is a no-fail, just a no-fail trick. I have a baking pan that I put water in, and I put my cozy inside of it, fill it up with water to the lining on the side here. Now you can get these on Amazon. I think they're like 19 bucks on Amazon. And then I have my springform pan. I use a 9-inch because it makes it look taller, and it just gives it such a rich, creamy taste. I also use if I'm going to be doing it for a customer, I also use a cardboard cake liner underneath, and I've already got it set in there. So I go ahead and spray this whole entire thing with baker's spray. And the next step that we're going to be doing is crushing up our graham crackers, and we're going to be adding sugar and melted butter into that. So let's go. Okay, y'all, so I've got my sugar and my butter ready. So I'm going to go ahead and take 9 of these graham crackers here, and I'm going to break them in half because I'm going to put it in my mixer, and I'm going to mix them up. And then after they're all mixed up and crumbled, I'm going to add in my butter, which is melted, and my sugar. So here we go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my melted butter, and added in probably about a quarter of a stick of butter, and I'm going to add in a 1/3 cup of sugar, and we're going to go ahead and mix that up. Take that out. Now see how this looks here? It's all crumbly. It's a little damp like wet sand. Just going to spray the bottom and the sides. Make sure we get a good coverage. There we go. That way we don't have any kind of sticking of the cheesecake. And just go ahead and pour that in there. And I'm going to take the bottom of my measuring cup and just kind of smooth it. Okay, see how I pressed that down real well? So it goes up the wall of the cheesecake, which is going to look really good and give it a nice crunch too. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven for 10 minutes at 350 degrees. It does not have to be in a water bath, and we will show you when it comes out, and then we'll go ahead and get started working on our cheesecake filling. It's going to be good, y'all. Go ahead and put in 1 block of cream cheese, a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, and a 1/3 cup of sugar. Now we're going to be adding more cream cheese and sugar, but I'm going to let this cream for just a couple moments and let it get nice and frothy, and then we'll add in the other blocks of cream cheese, and then we'll add in the sugar, and then we'll add in a couple eggs, vanilla, and then we'll do heavy whipping cream, and then we'll pour it in our pan, and we'll bake it for 1 hour in a water bath. It's going to be so good, guys. I'm going to go ahead and start adding in my sugar. This is another 1/3 cup. And this is 1 cup. So you're going to add in a total of 1 2/3 cups of sugar. I'm going to beat this for just a couple more minutes, and I'm going to add in 2 eggs. Go ahead and add in 1 egg at a time. And a tablespoon of vanilla. Oh, it smells so good, that vanilla. So I'm going to turn this off for just a minute just to wipe down, make sure I get everything whipped in here real well. Make sure there's nothing sticking to the side and nothing to the paddle. And then I'm going to add in my heavy whipping cream. Now I'm doing 3/4 of a cup of heavy whipping cream. And that's where it's going to get its creaminess from, besides the cream cheese, but it's definitely the icing on the cake. All right. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start drizzling this in slowly, because I don't want it splashing everywhere. Now I have all my ingredients at room temperature, including my eggs, my heavy whipping cream, my butter, and my cream cheese. All right, so I'm going to whip this just for a moment here, just to make sure everything is incorporated and it's all creamy and everything. Then we're going to get ready to pour it into our pan, and we're going to bake it up for 1 hour. 55 minutes to 1 hour is usually the time period that I start watching it about 55 after, and you'll see like this golden color on the top, and if it jiggles just a little bit, take it out, let it sit on the counter for 1 hour, and then put it in your refrigerator for 6 hours minimum. I usually do 24 hours to let it sit up, and by that time it's ready to cut and serve. It's so good, y'all. This is probably one of the best cheesecakes that I know that I've ever made, and it's a delicious recipe. It's a true and tried recipe. Delicious. All right. Because my pan might be still a little warm, I'm going to bring it over in that's cozy so it doesn't burn me. And I'm just going to take my paddle and sweep the sides just to make sure everything is mixed together and there's no clumps, no lumps. It's creamy, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it is so creamy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start pouring this into our springform pan. It's been baker sprayed so it doesn't stick when it comes out and it releases. I wait 6 hours before I even try to release it from the pan. I want my cheesecake to set up and be perfect, and that's the key to my success for this. All right, guys. Oh, look how creamy that looks. Insanity. The vanilla that I'm using today is from Mexico, and when we went to Mexico I bought it, and it smells heavenly. All right, guys, look at that. That's perfect. Oh, it tastes so good too. Oh my gosh. Perfect. It is sublime. I'm going to pat it just a little bit, let any air bubbles come out. Shouldn't have any, just in case. I don't want any to get locked in there. All right, so let's go ahead and get our pan. And I'm going to take water and pour around the edge of my pan. Now normally I put it in the oven and pour it, but I want to be able to do it on screen so you can see it, because I usually set it in the oven and then pour the water in, so I don't have a lot of splashing going on. But I'm just going to go ahead, because it keeps your cheesecake dry. I have never had moisture get into my cheesecake. This is amazing. I bought Elsie one of these also. All right. So I fill it up to the line. Or just about to the line. It's just enough to keep the moisture in the oven, and it keeps it from cracking. You don't have any cracking at all in my cheesecakes. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in the oven at 350 degrees, and I'm going to bake it for 55 to 1 hour. 55 minutes to 1 hour, and then I'm going to get it out, let it rest for 1 hour, and then put it in the fridge. And we will cut this up on screen tomorrow. So this will all be a part of this video, but I'm going to show you how delicious, creamy, oh my gosh, it's just divine. And I'm telling you, the best cheesecake you've ever had. All right, guys, we'll show you our next step. Hey guys, it is ready to come out of the oven. Look how beautiful it is. Look at this. So you see how I'm shaking it a little bit, and you see it a little bit there in the middle. Okay, so I'm going to take it out of the oven. I'm going to put it on the counter here and let it cool down for 1 hour, and I'll show you that step. Hey y'all, so it's time to cut the cheesecake, so let's do it. I like to use this is a ceramic knife. It just does a little easier with the cheesecake and just makes it a little easier to cut. Oh my God, look at that. Okay. Oh, that looks delicious. Okay. We're going to do the taste test. This is my favorite part of everything. Oh my God, that's so good. Guys, you gotta try this recipe. It is excellent. Look at that. That's cheesecake. Oh my God, it looks so good. All right, guys, we'll see you in our next video. You have a blessed one. I'm Elsie.
And I'm Debbie.
And we're Two Sisters Southern Cooking. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.